Did you floss? Do you floss every single day? Did you practice this week? Are you done your homework? Hi, welcome to another episode of Unlocking the Mind Behind Make More, Work Less. My name is Fong. I'm an entrepreneur, business strategist, real estate investor, speaker, and also a best-selling author. And every single day, I help others unlock potentials and guide them to succeed. Today on Unlocking the Mind, we talk about another cognitive bias. And the reason why I have this show is so that we could better understand how our minds work, so that we could build better relationships, have better, stronger decision-making skills, and then also avoid certain cognitive traps. So for today's cognitive bias, let me ask you a question again. Did you floss? Do you floss every single day? Did you finish that homework assignment? Do you practice every single day? Well, more likely than not, if you're in an environment or in a classroom and you're being asked those questions, you go, yeah, I do it every single day. Of course I practice. I practice 20, 35 minutes a day. Of course I do. Well, did you actually really practice every single day? Do you actually floss every single day? Well, you may or may not have. More likely than not, you probably didn't. But you answer it that way. Why? Because we suffer from social desirability bias. And what exactly is that? That is the tendency of survey respondents to answer questions in a manner that will be at least viewed favorably by others. It will be viewed positively by others, so that it puts you in a better light. You over-report the good stuff and you under-report the bad stuff. Why? Because we want to be accepted. We want to be a part of everybody else. We want to be viewed nice and well by other people. So we actually say things like that just to put ourselves in a spot that doesn't get ridiculed or looked down upon or made fun of. So that's because we don't want to be outcasted. We don't want to be put in a situation that we feel bad. And that's why we answer stuff like that. And sometimes the thing is we answer like that subconsciously. And we answer it without even knowing that we're going to answer it that way. For instance, I know a lot of people who go to the dentist and, do you floss? They say, oh, yeah, I do. But in reality, they probably don't floss every single day, just so that they could be viewed nicely by the dentist or the hygienist and all that kind of stuff. So how do I avoid this? Well, first of all, if we want to be honest, we want to be socially accepted, we just have to be able to answer those questions in a way that we have to own up to it. Either we own up to what we are actually doing and be truthful with our answers, or if you are the person who's asking the question, you might want to ask the question in a different way to let it be more acceptable. So for instance, if there was a question where, hey, do you drive a car? And you felt that everybody else in the room has a car. It's like, oh, yeah, I drive. I know how to drive. I have a car. But if you ask the question of, okay, we want to understand what everybody's situation is, and just to have a good understanding of whether people drive or not drive, take the bus and whatnot, if you answer it that way or ask it that way, it's more socially acceptable for people to actually answer it with more honesty. The thing is, we also have to look at the group and environment that we're in. So for instance, if we're in a group of people that loves drinking and partying all the time, and you get asked the question, hey, do you party? And you go, oh yeah, of course, I party all the time. I drink lots. But if you were in a different scenario where everybody else doesn't drink, you might, yeah, I only have maybe one glass of wine a week. You like to downplay that kind of stuff to be socially accepted. So the thing is, when we're asking questions like that and we're getting information from other people, we have to watch how we ask those questions. We have to kind of open it up to allow people to feel comfortable giving us the actual accurate honest answer from them, instead of that answer that makes them more socially acceptable. So then that is how we can avoid the social desirability bias. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode on the social desirability bias. And if you like this episode, please go back and watch some of our other episodes on Unlocking Mind. And if you like Unlocking Mind, we have a lot of other shows: Peak Potential Success Show, the Mastermind Bites, and of course the Make More Mind Bites that's up every single week. So until next time, thank you very much for your likes, your support, and also your questions and your comments. I love seeing those comments. And until next time, today is the day to unlock your peak potential. I'll see you later.